What is going on, guys? This is NWR James back with another video, and today, as I said in previous videos, I'm going to be showing you my next layout. So I ordered a couple of bundles and I got a lot of new track in these bundles, so I made a much bigger and newer layout. So without further ado, let's get started. Here is Thomas at Cross Station on his branch line, and we go on all the way this way through that tunnel. Then there's another tunnel you can go through, and then we get to this area right here. So before we go on the main line, I'm just going to finish out Thomas's branch line. As you can see, we're back at Thomas's branch line now, so we're just gonna go this way, make your life a little easier. So there's Thomas's branch line, and now we go on this way on the main line where Percy is pulling some of Farmer McCall's animals. There's some chickens and some cows he's pulling on the main line. And then we go through this way. There's just Eldridge Station. I don't know why it's that separated, but there we go. Yeah, there's Ellsbridge Station. That was station that I got in one of my new bundles. And as we convert back to the Trackmaster line, we head to the docks where Salty and Arthur are, doing their respective jobs, just working at the docks and pulling fish train. So we are now here, and we'll get back to this little line here in a second, but we're just gonna go out on the main line where we come up to here. Now, before we go back to the main line, I'm going to show you the line to the quarry. So, this is the quarry. You can see there's a switch that leads to a siding and a tunnel and all that. There's Boko, the twins, Mavis, just doing their job at the quarry. And then we go through this way. After we get out, we're going up a bridge where you can see Oliver. For some reason, Toad's derailed, but there's Oliver going up a bridge. And that's where we end up on the main line again, but we're not going to go to that just yet. No, we're going to go all the way back here. So after we get past the quarry line, there's another line we can take. And we're gonna go back to this line later, but we're gonna follow the main line right now. So here we're on the main line. There's just a couple of bridges. Sorry, my shadow's so big, but yeah. There's Stanley pulling a soda fuel train, and then there's James going up the hill with the express. Going down Gordon's Hill, we come across Billy and Charlie just pulling a quote-unquote special, only for the dorky engines, the clowns. Now here we are at Henry's Tunnel, and then on the other side of Henry's Tunnel there is Neville pulling a Blue Mountain Quarry train. And then here we are back on the main line. So, well, not on the main line, but this is where Oliver comes back and he hits the main line. And now we're coming to where we're at the yards, the shunting yards and Tidmit sheds. There's Hero at the coal bunker. There's Edward just shunting some trucks, and then as you can see, there's Gordon over by the sheds, just stuck in the ditch, it seems, again. But yeah, so we're still on the main line, and then we are at Knapford. So for those of you wondering, I do not have a real Knapford station, so I just decided to split a bunch of lines and, call it a station myself. But as you can see, there's Duck, Donald, and Douglas. Duck's pulling his respective goods train. And we're still on the main line. And we are all the way back where Percy is. So that's the main line. Now here we are going to take, be a little bit obscure, but I want to show you. So this, we split off the main line, and then we find Henry at the logging company, just doing his job. I don't know what you call it, lumber train. Yeah. And then, yeah, after Henry gets done with the lumber, well, after we pass Henry with the lumber train, we get to this switch in the track. Now, there are 2 more lines we have to go, and this is the line we're gonna go to first. This is the Maithwaite line, where you can go all the way. You see Toby, Emily, Henrietta, everything here. There's Toby's shed. I don't know why it's broken like that, but there you go. There's the Maithwaite line. And then following, well, we're still on the Maithwaite line. And then we just follow all the way back, and that leads to the main line. So, we're going to go back to the docks, and we're gonna go to that little track that I told you we'd come back to. But here we go. This is not Gordon's Hill, but this is a, one of those hillsides that you can go up. And then there's Spencer pulling Duke and Duchess as he's passing over the bridge and the hillside. And then we're back on a line where Henry is taking his lumber train. So yeah, that right there is my 5th and probably my final layout for a while. This is definitely the biggest layout I have made, and it's the best one I have made. Now I have an announcement. So the solo races, the final, it's not going to be like any other final that you see. It's going to be, how do I say this? It's going to be a special. It's going to be, I don't know, hopefully like half hour to an hour long special. And it's just going to, well, I'm not going to tell you what it's about, but all I can say is going to be a long final. So yeah, that's coming up, and this is all I have to say. So finals coming up, and this is my 5th layout, and this is NWR James signing out.